Hello, loves, and welcome to the Power Posse Podcast. I'm Kristin.
I'm Anne, and Stacy is not here with us.
That's right.
Today.
Not today.
She is not feeling well, so she is not here. She's here in spirit.
That's right. This is the space where women come together to power up, speak truth, and embrace every season of life with courage, connection, and a healthy dose of sass. We chat, we laugh,
and we cry.
And we kiss some shit goodbye. And we invite you to do it with us right here with your Power Posse.
Every month, we dive into real conversations with phenomenal women who've had what we lovingly call a spark moment, or spark moments, plural. The defining catalytic awakening moments where everything shifted. Maybe it came in a whisper, or maybe it knocked the damn door down. This is your safe space. No topic is off limits. No emotion is too big or too small. This is where you own your power and find your posse. So let's get into it.
Today, we are super excited to have a new guest with us on the podcast. This is Lisa Coots Schooley.
Very good.
Yes. And she is a realtor based in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. She works closely with individuals and families navigating the many transitions that come with moving and changing seasons of life. Lisa is also the host of the Addressing the Corridor podcast, where she has real conversations about community, life changes, and the stories behind the moves people make. Welcome to the podcast, Lisa.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for
welcome.
asking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So we are just going to dive straight in to our first question. And that is, what was your spark moment, a life-altering wake up and rise moment?
Well, I've had a lot of spark moments to where I could lead a trail of fire, but
Love that. Okay, let's set things on fire. Let's do it.
you know, when you guys sent me that question, I'm like, oh God, where do I pick?
Yeah.
I think probably the most. I was married, and I just bought my first business, and found out he wasn't the guy I thought he was, type thing, and he had been like embezzling from my business, and I got a phone call out of the blue from the IRS that we hadn't paid taxes for a year and that they were going to throw me in jail. And so I remember, getting that call and being in kind of a denial, and I ran over to my accountant. I'm like, what is going, and he's trying to get the stuff, and it was just kind of one thing after over the course of about a month. I kind of separated from him, and we kind of ran the business together. It was a photography studio. And it was like every week, I'd sit down and I'd say, is there anything else I need to know about? And he'd say, no. And he'd look me right in the eye. No.
Yeah.
And I had, at that point, handed the books to my mom, who was an accountant for our family business, and she called me and she said, what's the loan that has been taken out on your business? What's that about?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I remember being in like a ball in the back of my studio. I lived in the back of the studio. I had a 2-bedroom apartment back there. And I remember running to the back, just falling to the ground in a fetal position.
Yep.
And I called my mom, and she's like, Lisa, do you have clients in your office? And I said, yes. And she said, get your ass up there. You need the money. And it was like, going through all of this, and I kind of came to the realization, like, you're on your own, sister. There's no knight in shining armor going to save you.
Yeah.
So you pick yourself up and you pull up your bootstraps and you get to work.
Because no one's going to do it for you.
Ain't nobody going to do it.
Yeah. And you figure it out.
You figure it out. And, I was like, I didn't create this mess.
Yeah.
But I will get myself out of it. And, of course, kicked him to the curb, and I owned the business for 17 years after
Wow.
that. So, it was like, that was my first kind of wake up,
Absolutely.
and it wasn't instantaneous. You kind of go through a poor me phase.
Yeah. Yep. We relate.
Yeah. And you kind of go, you blame him, you blame the circumstance, you blame the weather, you blame.
Yep.
And then pretty
Yes.
soon it's like, you know what? It's up to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was kind of, the first mud hole, I guess.
Yeah.
Big,
Absolutely.
big spark moment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we relate.
It's
We've
huge.
we've both been married before, divorced,
Yep.
lied to. Mine was falling flat on the floor, like on my face, rather than in the ball in the back. But there's different positions. Kristen, do you have one?
Yeah, I think I probably did it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there were moments of holding my stuff together until I dropped the kids off, and then just not even making it out of the school parking lot before I was just
Yeah.
sobbing and needing to pull over.
Yeah.
And,
I think 10 times harder with kids.
Yeah.
We were lucky. I mean, we'd only been married a year. And so I can't imagine like having I had a business, but still it was like, I'll work as hard as I can. You got little ones you have to be strong for. They're watching everything you do.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, that's just a different dynamic altogether.
Yeah. Still hard.
One thing I'll throw in really quickly too is, as from experience, having a business is kind of like having a child, another child.
Yes. Yes.
know?
I agree.
I agree with that.
Like, no, I understand your point, but just to say,
Yes.
like, there is this other thing that
Yes.
needs from you, your
Yes.
attention
At all
and your time
times.
on
Yes.
top of everything you're
Care
experiencing.
for, to tend, and all of
Yeah.
that.
And you have
Yes,
to wear
absolutely.
that pseudo mask.
Yes.
You guys,
Yeah.
that,
Like
that
what
the
your
world
mom was
sees.
saying.
Yes,
You
yes.
got
Yes.
customers.
Get out
Get
there. And
your
I
ass
did.
up
My
there.
eyes were
Yep.
like swollen shut. We were doing
Yep.
glamour shots that day. And
And were you the photographer? I was
Yeah.
just asking.
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah.
Okay.
And I actually had two good friends in there. One was doing the makeup for my gals, and one was just kind of an assistant. So I did have that support that day there too, like, and that was the day that the IRS called and said, we're on our way. We're going to, and it was Iowa Department of Revenue, not IRS, but it was, we're going to chain your door shut, clean your bank accounts, take your car. I mean, they
my
were on their
gosh.
way.
Just
And
devastating.
I was like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, because the ex did all the bookwork. I was the photographer, the marketer, doing everything else.
Yes.
This is back in the 90s. We were still film photography.
Yep. Yep.
It was
Absolutely.
and I had bought the business a year prior to that with no experience.
That's all right. You took the leap.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes.
In more ways than one. But so, it was pretty devastating and scary,
absolutely.
because you're
Terrifying,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. And you trust. You trusted that person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So-
and then you're mad at yourself because you
That is the other dynamic.
because you trust. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yep.
How stupid
And
and
finances-
embarrassment.
And finances are terrifying.
Yep.
People say, oh, money doesn't buy love, and money is kind
still
of everything.
important.
It's the way that
still
our
important.
that our world works.
Yeah, it
So
was-
anything having to do with that, I just can't imagine.
Well,
scary that
and
must have been.
I was 26 years old and over, 6 figures in debt.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Plus all the back taxes, plus the penalties, plus the. But I was really lucky because I said to him, I know nothing about this. My mom did call him and say, can we come in for a meeting? And we did the next day. And I was still in denial, like they have a mistake.
Yes.
This is a mistake. And they had every conversation they'd ever had with him on their computer. So I could read through, and he had every excuse in the book why he wasn't paying them. So it was
I can
like,
feel it. I can feel that.
oh, it was interesting.
Yeah.
So, a lot of sitting there by yourself thinking.
Yeah.
And going, at one point,
Spiraling.
Mom said to me,
Yes.
I think you're going to have to stay together. You can't do this on your own. And that probably was the click. Because it was like, watch me.
Yes.
It was like, no,
Yes.
I'm not going to have a life with somebody I can't trust. Even in business, that he's never
Absolutely.
stepping foot back in this place because I just, there were so many other things besides.
Yeah.
That was just kind of the.
Yeah, what you were saying, your click there was watch me. Next question I was going to ask you is, what did you say to yourself in that moment? That's one of the things you said to yourself is watch me. Was there anything else, a mantra, a whisper, a scream, a truth that you couldn't unhear that helped you?
I was thinking about that today in other scenarios I've been in. And
Yes.
one thing that always comes up to me is you are never stuck.
Oh,
You're never stuck.
Yeah.
I've told my kids that. They're both going through they're through college. They're in their jobs now. And I've said since they were little, you're never stuck. If you're not in a friend group that's supporting you, if you're not, you're never stuck, guys.
yeah.
If you're in a bad job that you're not enjoying, you're not stuck. So I think
Yeah.
that's probably the
You're
big.
not stuck. Can you explain? Explain that a little bit more, because I think we tend to. I feel stuck sometimes,
Yeah.
and I'm sure your kids and you, we feel
course, we
feel
all
stuck.
do.
But when you're saying you're not stuck, so how do you reason through that for yourself?
So every, like I said, I've had a few sparks. And
Yeah.
one was I had sold my studio and we moved the family here and I opened a women's clothing store. And I really enjoyed it for the first few years, really did. And actually, when you said phenomenal, our tagline was, "We style phenomenal women."
I love that.
Yes. And it was
Yes.
after the Maya Angelou.
I was just reading that poem because this is, we're recording. It's March and it's Women's History Month or just Women's Month?
Okay, we'll take it.
Which is it, Logan? I think it's, I'm just going to say it's Women's Month. It's Women's Year. It's
Exactly.
Women, we'll just period.
But March is designated. And that was like a poem that popped up. And then there's
Love that.
a songwriter that took her poem and used the lyric, got permission to use the lyrics. And there's a cool song I was listening to.
Women's History Month.
Women's History
Okay.
Month.
Okay.
Oh, so we're talking
Did you
about
have that
our
poem on the
history.
wall?
I did. I did. Were you in my store?
I was in your store
Splurge.
at
It
one
was called
point when I
Splurge
first
Boutique.
moved here.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
loved
I
it.
had went to a conference and she was there. And she came out to speak and I couldn't breathe. The whole room, she just sucked the oxygen out of the room. Like the power that woman had. And she was older, she had, this was right before she passed. She had this long black dress on and pearls. And I was just I was starstruck.
Yeah.
And she started reciting that poem. And I had the store then. And we spent a lot of time styling women, talking to women. A lot of breakthroughs, in that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I on the way home, because it was in Coralville, on the way home, it just was like, we style phenomenal women. And I did. We changed the whole look of the store after that. And so it was kind of cool. But
You're inspired. Love that.
yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
But at the end, I was burnt out. I was really burnt out. And I remember sitting at my desk and that phrase, "You're not stuck." I had kids at home. I had a husband. You want a successful business, but I wasn't thrilled anymore. And I'm one that I want to get up and be passionate about what I do. And you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I went over to my whiteboard in my office and I wrote April 15th. And this was March something or end of February. And I wrote April 15th will be my last day. And I had no idea what that meant. And I'm like, I'm going to put the place up for sale. And I called my husband and talked to him, and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can't do this anymore. And somebody that has the energy again to do that needs to come in and do it. So I hit Facebook Live, announced it. I said, the store's for sale. Call me if you are interested.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 potential buyers come in, and we talked to them. And I said, whoever, gets me the check first type thing. And I said, I'll stay on and train or whatever. And I did. And I didn't even really realize it until the little gal that bought it, she's like, I would like you to stay on 2 weeks. And, I did. I showed her how to order and do all that. And my last day there was April 15th.
It's awesome.
So it was just the timeline. It was.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that mantra of it just,
you're not
just never
stuck.
You can change. Now, is it going to be so great on the other end? It might not be. But,
Don't know.
But you know what? You're not stuck in that either.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're exactly. And my other thing is everything is temporary.
Yeah.
And
And that
that's-
goes with you're not stuck.
It is.
Change. You said you can
Yeah.
change.
And it can go for good times, bad times, hard times.
Yeah.
Everything is temporary. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what you're sharing, though, too, I just think you're courageous. You are courageous. That's why you're not stuck. Because that's what it takes when you're
does.
feeling stuck. It's like, do I have the courage to make a decision, to put April 15th on that board, to change,
And to actually do something about
take
it.
action?
I
Yeah.
think so many people talk about, oh, I don't like where I am, or, I feel stuck, and do absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah.
And, come the end of their life and they were stuck the whole time.
yeah.
But that's because they made the choice to not get
chose.
unstuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By making a choice to not do anything, that is still a choice.
Yep.
To not act is still an action. It is still a choice that you're making.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think you learn that through experience.
Yes.
Because I had gone through with
One experience at
Yeah.
a time. Yeah.
and then you're just like, I made it through. I made it out alive. I can.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can face whatever I need to face, and we'll get through it. But,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get more courageous each time. I mean, I see that in you as you're sharing. Yeah. I
thank
love
you.
that.
One of those
Logan?
things that jumps out
Yes.
to me too is it's not just that idea of not being stuck, but it's taking that step further and manifesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's
I didn't
that-
want to bring up
Yes.
manifestation.
Yeah, no, you're
because
right.
It's-
It
yeah,
was.
it's
it's a
such a-
thing for me. But yeah,
But 100%, right?
Yes,
It's going to the whiteboard
totally.
ready April 15th. and
100%.
Yes.
Yep. You made
Even
that
if it-
happen.
Even if it had been April
Yeah.
16th,
Exactly.
it still would have been cool.
It's
Like,
still-
but
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree. I
Yes.
agree.
Yep.
I mean, that's one of my favorite stories. Like it was,
love it.
but it wasn't on the conscious. Oh, I got to get out here on the 15th. It was like I think even that week, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be the 15th when I walk out of here. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
So yeah,
but
that
just
was
making
really
that real for yourself.
Yes.
And deciding to not only make that choice, but to then make something come of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is really powerful. And I think so often people kind of, as you were alluding to, get stuck, and get stuck because not only can they not make the decision, but they don't know what they want to be moving towards.
Yeah.
Right. And so even if you don't know, manifesting something, making it happen
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
huge.
Yes.
having a belief that things can change.
Yes. That there's possibilities.
Yeah.
Right. And using your imagination to
Yeah,
to manifest, to think about what are the possibilities. You
yeah.
got to be able to do that.
I did when I was going through the process of deciding to sell too, I thought I stumbled on this test. It's 16 personalities. And I took this test. And I, after this, I became a business coach. And
Love it.
I had all my clients do this test.
Which one is it?
16 personalities.
What's it called?
16
Oh,
personalities.
that's what it is called. Okay.
You're like, that's what it's called. I love
That's
it.
literally what it's called. Okay.
But
Sweet.
you take this test and it kind of tells you what your personality is about,
Yeah.
right? and what path, what you'd be good at in the workforce and things like that. And it just really opened my eyes like, oh, okay, I can do more things.
Yeah.
Whether, I put it in this test, my belief in that test, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, that resonates with me. Okay, so I tell all people, take that test. I even had my kids do it. I had my whole family, mom and dad.
Yep.
Because I think once we know ourselves too, kind of, it kind of opens doorways too. Okay,
absolutely.
I'm going to be okay. And if I'm not, I'll figure out how to get there. So,
And when I didn't take that one, but I recently took one as well for work. I was going to a conference and they had all of us before we went take one of those. And there were 2 in my top 10 or something. There were 2 that surprised me, and all the others just completely were like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
That's
what
100%.
surprised you?
Joy was second, which surprised me only because I almost feel like I want it so much, but don't necessarily know that I have it.
Okay.
And so that was an interesting one to me that, based on that, at least it was showing that, yeah, not only do I have it, but it's really high in my kind of personality traits.
Yeah.
And I think the other one had something to do with leadership. I don't remember exactly how it was stated, but it was also very high for me. And I think that wouldn't surprise a lot of people, but it surprised me.
Yeah.
People who know me probably wouldn't be surprised by that, but telling myself that I had that
Yes. So after taking that and looking in the mirror, do you see yourself differently?
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool. Was it like a disc? Was it called disc or was
It was, no.
Okay,
And I,
that's all right.
Gallup.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
I think it was something through Gallup.
Okay.
I feel like we should take the 16
Yeah.
personalities before we do our deep dive.
I was going to say, I bet that comes back.
Oh, that's a good
Let's
one.
do
That would be
it.
cool.
That would be so
That'd be
cool.
really cool.
I'm already halfway through it right now.
I know.
I'm doing it.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's super easy. It's free.
It is. It's
Yeah.
super
Is it just,
easy.
it's online?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
16
we're going to do it,
personalities.
and then we're going to share it with you too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because I already kind of know what you guys might be, but
I love it.
and
We'll see.
when I had my clients take it and stuff, it surprised them what personality they were because okay, well that makes sense. That's why I'm so loyal to people that I can't break away, or it just kind of gives you a little roadmap. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understanding ourselves better. I love that. That's
definitely.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you mentioned during the stuff when you were in the photography studio, and you mentioned your mom and you mentioned some women who worked there with you. So that kind of leads into the next question then, and tell us about what we call your Power Posse.
Okay.
Your maybe support system, basically. At that time or any other time.
So, thinking about that through your life and things, I think your posse changes
Yes.
all the time.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Mine has.
Yeah, it does. And as you evolve, so do your friends. And everybody hits stages of life differently. And I am a big believer that people come into your life for a reason. Either they're teaching you, you're teaching them, or it's for support, or because I have made very good friends very quickly, and then they move away, or but if we sat down at this table 10 years down the road, we would pick up exactly where we left off. So I typically my posse's pretty small, and you're constant, but then these amazing, and I've had men in my posse too.
Absolutely.
People come into your life that, are like, your cheerleaders or your sounding boards, your venting system.
Yep.
All of those things.
Yeah. And you are to them too. And that is like life's biggest reward is when you can do that for them too. You know, it's pretty cool. So, I think it's very important. And there was a time in my life where I didn't really have one. So I hired one. I went to a therapist.
Yeah. Yes. Hey.
You know, it's like, this stuff's pretty heavy. And, you know, I think therapy can be really good too.
Oh, yeah. Therapists can absolutely be part of your posse.
Yeah.
Coaches.
I have a therapist,
100%.
life coach, Power Posse,
Podcast producer.
podcast producer,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're definitely
give
part
me
of
a
our posse.
break,
Logan.
man.
theater family, music friends.
Yeah.
I got all these different people. Yeah. People that have known you a long time, people that have known you a much shorter amount of time. And that does not indicate how deep either.
Right.
People that I've known a short time that I would very,
Yeah.
you just go deep with
Yep.
almost automatically. you
Yeah.
know? So it's just kind of like you said, it's seasonal. It's where you're at. It's personalities that go well together.
And yet you do have those throughout life. You do find those few who, like you said, you could not see each other for 10, 15 years and pick right back up where you were.
Yeah.
You know,
There was-
share a couple of things. Here's what's going on in my life. Here's what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
And you fall right back into
This
do.
vibe
That closeness.
of, yeah, it's so good.
It's awesome. One of my oldest, dearest friends, we've been together since 3rd grade, and she was a hellion like I was. And
I love that. I know that about you now.
she moved to Vegas, and every time she'd come back, we'd get together and, just like we left off. And our last class reunion, we didn't have a lot of time to sit down and talk. And so we were going to meet. And, my last text to her was, "There's never enough time, Shelley." And she, 3 months later, died. She,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she had a massive heart attack and passed away. And, it's true. There's never enough time sometimes with those people that know you,
Yeah.
And I mean, she had a lot of dirt on me.
Is it written down somewhere?
I don't know, but she was one of those that just kind of knew me pretty well. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
so she's really missed, but
It's a good reminder to savor.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Savor and appreciate
yeah,
Absolutely.
when you
Yeah,
have that time.
it's true.
and
It's
being
true.
present and yeah.
It's interesting with, losing people that we love. I think a part of that is a part of our grieving is grieving the person who saw us so clearly,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and that there's someone less in the world who sees me and knows me.
Yeah,
now, and,
knows me.
And it's a completely selfish thought, of course, but it is everyone goes through their own grieving process. And I think that's a big part of,
No,
I think about that
is.
with some family members who are older and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that I'm kind of already starting to process a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
knowing that certain things are coming or whatever. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone that knows your history,
Right.
knows your stories,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, all of those things
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you've shared. But,
Interesting.
also that we've been able to have people like that in our lives.
Is
Exactly. It's a
incredible.
gift.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
a gift.
precious.
No, it is.
And, yeah.
It is. And I remember she had to sit down because we were standing and I'm like, "Come on, Shelley, we're not that old. You can stand." And I, just, but, giving each other guff and
Absolutely. We got to do that too.
yeah, you
Give
do.
each other some
You
credit.
do. But yeah, not taking that for granted and, just really enjoying the people around you and
Yep.
the time
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
So,
And then when it's mutual too, right? I think
yeah,
is the thing
exactly.
too, is that
Yeah.
when both are really sharing, that's when you can have that deep relationship with one another.
yeah, for
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
So, what's something that you would tell a woman out there going through circumstances you've gone through. You know, the first one with your business, your photography business, and divorce and trusting someone and having that broken, and then having to figure out how to go forward. And then also, you know, and then your clothing business and deciding this isn't what I want to do anymore, and I'm going to make a decision. And what would you tell somebody that's going through those kind of challenges?
You have way more power than you think. Yeah. I mean, I think we don't necessarily sometimes. A lot of influences come into our lives and tell us that we don't.
Yes.
And it's kind of a thick crust that you have to kind of get through.
Yeah.
And then once you do it, you're like, oh, okay, I can do that. Or, you know, and I get it. It's scary out there. It's terrifying out there. But I'm also a believer that you're put on a path for a reason. You don't know that reason at the time. So you just keep plugging away.
Yeah.
And, you know, is it easy? No. Is it the hardest thing you'll ever go through? Yes.
Yeah.
But you'll get through it.
But can you do it? Yes.
Yeah, you really can. And then you may help somebody else on the way, you know.
That's what I was looking at my water.
With your
Because one of my
stickers.
stickers, we talked about this in a previous episode about drinking more water. So I was going to bring it up some way. My cup. I'm doing a pretty good job, and I did put stickers all over it so that I'm more motivated to drink.
I love
but
that.
no, what you just said though, I can and I will.
I like
this
that.
sticker.
I like
I
that.
can and I will. You have more power than you think. And Stacy actually is who gave me this sticker
I love it.
at a time. Yep, when I needed to believe that. Which I need to believe it all the time, but where it was hard for me to believe that, like you said, you have more power than you think.
So now you
More
are
strength.
You said you're a business coach as well. So
Well, not right now. I'm a realtor.
but you have been.
Yeah, I did it. For
And is that the kind of thing that you would work with your clients on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is getting them to see, you know, and, you know, I think once somebody on another side says, oh, do you realize how powerful you are? Or do you realize, you know, I think it sometimes just takes that. And I think when we're in the busy and we're in day-to-day life, we're not focused on that, you know. It's really out of survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in survival mode for a long time. And that's not good for your health. I mean, it's just not.
Yeah,
And when
it takes
you
a toll.
It does. And, you know, I remember at one point saying, I just want peace. I just want to feel peace. And, you know, it was quite a journey to get there. But I'm glad I did because, you know, when I brought the kids into the world then in my 30s, I had a lot of growing in my 20s.
Yep.
That was like my ultimate goal. I always wanted to be the mom. And so, you know, nothing beats that.
Yeah.
No business that you own or you know, it's the kiddos. So
Yeah. And you had, how many kids do you have?
2.
You have 2. And I had my son. I have one. I have a son. I had him when I was 30.
Yeah, I was 32 and, well, let's see, 33 and 36, or 34 and 36. So,
Yeah.
I was 30 and 34. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it would be like to have kids in my 20s. I will never
I was
know.
not ready.
But like so young. And then I was thinking, gosh, it was hard when I was 30 and older. So maybe it would have been easier because I would have just been like, oh, I don't know, at 21 or 2. I don't know.
I really wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was, you know, like I said, I was a hellion. I rode a motorcycle and was wild woman.
I love that. I want to see photos of that.
It was after my divorce. It was my I bought the motorcycle and I drove the wheels off of it trying to figure out my life and just be, I was very
That was your
angry.
way to figuring it out.
It was.
It was one of your
I
ways.
put 10,000 miles on it in one summer.
Wow.
I'd close the studio, get on the bike and go. And, it was therapy. It really was.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, being out, in the fresh air and all of that. Wind in your hair. I mean, but you
big
need to wear a
time,
helmet, so I'd always...
Well, back then you didn't. Back then it wasn't a law.
Wind in your hair, but you really should wear a helmet. So how does that work?
I didn't. I did in the States. You had to. I
Yes.
flew to Florida and rented a Harley and rode for 6 days one time, and I wore a helmet on that. Yeah.
Was that a thing you wanted to do before your divorce, or did
Yeah.
this just like come upon you?
It came upon me. I grew up around motorcycles. My dad has rode most of his life.
Okay.
And so I loved motorcycles. And I was such an angry woman. I'm like, what can be the most intimidating, bitchy thing I can do? No, I'm
How do I get
kidding.
out my
I'm
rage?
kidding.
Seriously,
Yeah.
how do I?
What is a healthy way?
How do I embrace
So,
this?
I went and got it. And my mom rode at the same time too. So her and I did a couple road trips together. And
Fantastic.
yeah, and my dad rode. And, a lot of times I rode alone because, I just
There's
did.
something, like you said, so therapeutic about that
was
too,
fabulous.
right? Doing
Yeah.
it solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was great. I had buddies I'd ride with too, and I'd go to some rallies, and I look back on that, and it was like that was not me, but
That was a version of you.
it
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Okay, so you know what is going on in my head?
But you've incorporated it into who you are now.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't give back any of that. I mean, it was, it was a time in my life, and I thought. But then I got to the point where it's like, okay, kiddo, if you're serious about having that white picket fence and a nice husband and some kiddos, you'd better get your crap together. So
I love the conversation with self. I have a lot of those too. Yes.
yeah,
I love it.
We do. So.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, the thing going through my head as you were telling the story too was like, because you also said you styled phenomenal women. I'm like, what were you wearing? What a weird thing. What were you? I'm picturing you on the bike.
With like
What were you wearing?
black leather,
right.
yes.
Like what was your
So
look?
My husband doesn't ride. So my second husband.
Yeah. Was this before you got remarried though?
Yeah, this was in between.
Yes.
This was the angry years.
Yeah. So in your angry years, what were you like wearing when you're on your bike?
Harley t-shirt, chaps, jeans, do-rag. That was kind of my
Okay.
And then I did have a coat. But
I love it.
a lot of that is for
Chaps.
safety.
And it looks cool.
Well, I wore it
You were
more for
badass
safety.
and you know it.
Badass. There we go.
Really. I had, I didn't have what the girls, some of the girls wear. I was more t-shirt and jeans.
And you also said you don't have any tattoos.
No
tattoos happened during that
None.
time.
No.
Wow.
None. Zero.
Okay.
I know.
It might be in your future though.
I think if I haven't done it by now, I don't know. My daughter wants me to, but
I was just gonna say
She
your daughter
hasn't.
might
I know.
convince you to get
Well,
one
you
with
and
her.
your daughter
Yep.
did. So,
We did, yeah.
It may be in your future.
but when I was styling women,
Yeah.
we dressed up. The store
Yeah.
we always dressed up, and I was always in black. So I'm now coming out of my black phase.
As
My
you're
mom
wearing
says-
As you're wearing all black
I
today.
know, I know. But on certain days, I do wear color, don't I?
I was going to say, I'll advocate
Yes.
on Lisa's podcast, Addressing
Yes.
the Corridor. She comes in, and a lot of color has been coming through. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. No, my mom said to me, I said, Mom, your daughter's getting out of her goth phase in her mid-50s.
I love that.
Yep.
She's like, I know, I'm so happy.
My favorite meme this past year that I saw was something along the lines of, it's time to put my summer black away and get my fall black.
Get out my fall black,
love
winter
it.
black.
It's so true.
So true. It's me too.
Well, a lot of the
you look at my
reason-
closet, it's 95% black.
There's a lot of black in there.
I agree. And it started kind of in the photography studio because, you know, you dressed in black because you had to dress up for one thing and I
Yeah.
could lay on the ground and not get dirty and you want to be behind the scenes. And then I kind of wore it in the store too because I had that same philosophy. This is about the women that walk in here, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. And we went through a time, my daughter was ill. My husband had some medical things. We had a lot of medical bills. It was the cheapest way to dress for me. I didn't need 20 pair of shoes. And you know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
Totally.
so that
It was
that's
practical too. Yeah.
very.
I have much more color, don't I?
You have a lot of color.
I know.
Good
Yes.
though.
You-
There's
I'm a
no-
colorful
there's no
person.
shame
It
in that
is.
game.
It
No,
is. I love
it's
it.
not. It's
I love
just
it. And it suits
it
you
makes
so well.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm colorful. Logan, I'm colorful.
You're super colorful, and coming from the Midwest, white guy, who wears jeans 7 days a week. Like I don't know anything, but I think color's in.
Oh, I agree.
yeah.
Like-
I agree. In your house too.
Colorful.
Yeah.
The gray is,
Yeah,
gray
it
is
used to
out.
be we're gonna whitewash
Oh,
everything.
Now
you
we're
know?
adding.
Yeah.
We're
Clean
bringing in
white
the
walls.
color.
Yeah, color.
Yeah.
It is.
Accent walls are still very popular.
Yeah.
Pops of
Wallpaper.
color. Yeah.
Are you
I
seeing
love
that
that.
in like as you're touring homes because you're
Yes.
a realtor now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm really into decorating too. So,
Ooh, I love that.
That comes up on the show a lot. That
Yeah.
a coat of paint can totally change a house.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes it look
It's
like a new
huge.
house. Yeah. It's great. So,
Kitchens, dual tone cabinets. Just paint does a lot.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It's true.
Absolutely
Change
does.
up the color.
Heck yes.
Yes.
Easy peasy.
Okay, we're going to go to fun questions. Ready?
Sure, I think.
I mean, because we're talking about color. We're going to be colorful. So, colorful language is our first question. What is your favorite swear word?
All of them.
All of them. If you had to rank them 1, 2, 3, what would they be?
Well, I love the F word. Who doesn't?
Right?
It's just so naughty.
Is it?
funny.
It's also powerful, right?
It can be, but then I say to myself, I'm saying it too much.
You need to vary. I need to vary it a little bit.
I need to vary. But even my office mate, we even talked about putting up a swear jar because, it's not who we are, right? But, I really try. I really try to control the language.
Okay, so the F word. What's number 2? I'm pressing on this.
Bitch.
Also,
okay.
love that. I also like the way you said that. Okay, bitch. Can you use it different ways?
Well, sure.
And 3.
That feels like a hangover from the angry years.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, bastard.
or you could say bitch in a positive way though too. Like, hey bitch,
Hey,
what's
bitches.
up? Hey bitch, what's
we,
up?
we do say that quite a bit. Hey, bitches. But
Right? Okay, and number 3, what would that be?
what did I say? Bastard, I suppose. Or,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
more like
Yeah. There's definitely some anger in there.
there's rage behind that.
Am I just speaking for myself here?
I never swear.
I used to never swear.
Do have to be careful.
Past.
Do you get around somebody though, and you're like, oh, I cannot let any language fly? Do you? And then
People
you
used
get
to do
really-
that around me, actually.
Really?
I know.
Yes.
And I would always be like, no, it's okay. You could swear. I don't care. I mean, if I decide
And
to
they'd
swear or
tell you
not.
that.
But they would be like, well, I don't usually try to. I'm like, no, you do
Let it
you.
fly.
Be you. Go. And now I do too. So
So
now
you
I'm
went
free.
through a period where you really didn't swear.
I didn't growing up, and I
okay.
didn't in college. I did a little, and then I didn't. And yeah, it's good. I mean, it's
yeah,
good.
you
It's
can
I
change.
love language, and so it's like let's use all of it. And then also my son was like, "Mom, it's just a word."
He's
He was
not
like, "It's
wrong.
not like we just have said that it's." Naughty,
Yeah.
even though it's, and he has a whole argument. There's also a cool, is it on Netflix? Logan will look it up, about swearing. There's also been studies done how swearing actually too, like lowers your stress and all of this.
And more intelligent people swear, right?
Yes.
I thought I saw
There's a whole
It's
thing
like
about swearing, and I
sarcasm,
can't
right?
remember who
Please.
the
Yeah, that's what I
celebrity is.
thought.
who does it.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we're for
Is
it.
it History of Swear Words?
Oh, maybe it's that.
I think
who's-
it is.
Sound right?
Who's the host of that?
It's a 6-episode Netflix documentary hosted by Nicolas Cage.
Yes,
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I think
Yes.
I watched that too.
Okay.
It's good.
I have not
It's
seen
a
that
good
one. I'll try it.
recommendation.
Well, we have to give ourselves permission to do that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
And battle cry. Go.
Battle cry.
Go.
All right. What is your battle cry? The fierce phrase that gets you out of bed and back in the game.
I'm never stuck. You're never stuck.
Okay.
Never
Yeah.
stuck.
You're
That's
never
the battle
stuck.
cry.
It is. It's
I love that.
Yeah.
I think I need a sticker that says that to put on my water.
Yeah, she told
You're
me.
You're
never,
never
stuck.
stuck.
Sticker.
I think you can
Get
make
it?
stickers.
Get it? You're never stuck.
You're
Lisa
never
does
stuck.
some design work.
I do.
Has a merch store.
I do.
Also,
Okay.
I feel like as a realtor, that's like great. You're
Oh,
never
100%.
stuck
Yep.
because you
You're
could
never
move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
You could
my
change
God.
your
my
space.
gosh.
I love that.
Yes.
I love
It's you.
that.
You're never stuck.
It's true. It is true.
Lisa.
There's where there's a will, there's a way. Right.
Yes.
That's my other saying. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely.
And the third
So
question?
then the last question, what brings you peace, hope, joy on days when things are just feeling too heavy?
Gratitude. Every time. And I learned that going through kind of the poor me stage. Like, there's so many other people out there worse off. And, you know, just even in your darkest days, you still have a roof over your head or a job that you love or adaptability. I feel really lucky that I can do that too. Yeah. I think that's really my family. Any chance I get to be with family is a big deal. So, you know, I just think I don't have too many dark days anymore, which is kind of nice.
That's pretty cool.
Love that.
And I think when you go through shit and you have dark days, then it just makes the other days so much better. You know, and it makes you go, when you do start down that little pathway, you just start saying to yourself, what do you have? What are you thankful for? The sun came out today. Little things like that, you know.
Huge.
Yeah.
They're huge.
It
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I
When
guess
I
that's
was
the
yeah.
thing.
when I was in some of my darkest moments, I kept coming up with, I was trying to like 5 a day, like just
Yeah.
5 a day. And I always had 2 as my son and my daughter.
Yeah.
And strawberries.
Okay.
Strawberries just kept coming up. And I swear to God, being grateful and thankful for strawberries got me through some really rough
Is it-
times.
Hey.
Like, how ridiculous is that? But
Not-
seriously,
no.
like, you
Not
just hold on to
ridiculous.
anything you
beautiful.
can
Yeah.
in
You do.
just
And
being grateful for something that's
how grateful to go buy them all year round. Like if you wanted them in the blizzard, you could go get
Yeah.
them. You know
Yeah.
what I
Get
mean?
some
When in
strawberries.
Olden
Yeah.
days, you couldn't
Hey.
do that. So I think that's and it's such a thing, but it really is a big thing. Like
yeah,
it's
it can be because it's what brings you a little bit of brightness. And
exactly
That's all you
Joy.
need is just that little bit
Yeah.
to like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's okay.
Warm water.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, a bath. Oh my gosh.
My cat.
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
I
you have dogs.
I do. I do. I love
I saw you have 2.
And
Is
a
that right?
grand
I saw a
dog.
picture. Oh, so you have 2 dogs
Yes.
and then a grand dog.
Yes, yes. And he gets popsicles when he comes over to Grandma's house.
I love that so much.
Adorable.
Would you like to share dogs' names?
Murphy, Sasha. Murphy is the white one, and they're both Shih Tzus. Which,
And they're Shih Tzus.
Yeah.
I was going to ask what type of dog
Shih
are you?
Tzus, and they're very, very spoiled. And then Gus is my grand dog, and he is everything.
We went over to
love
do a photo shoot, just some promotional photos
Oh,
over at your house.
nice. So you got to meet the pups?
I met
Yeah.
the pups. They were in some photos. They're
Yes.
super cute. They're super fun.
They're super naughty.
They loved to get in the way. It was great.
They do.
They just wanted to be a part of everything. Yeah, it's good.
They do. I get upset. Sometimes, you know, I will work from home, and the minute I get on the phone, Murphy's over there barking at me, and it's like, you know, You little stinker. So
Give me some attention.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Pay attention to me. My cat does the same thing.
I know.
Yeah. Meows at me or like, come
Cats
on.
are a little more quieter and a little more sneaky.
Yeah, but they're
about that.
claws.
That's true.
I've got a cat who, if we're not paying enough attention to him, he'll sit on the edge of something and just swipe at us as we walk by.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, come here.
I'm just like, I want
And his claws are
you
sharp.
to pay attention
And what's
to me.
his name?
Bob.
Bo.
It's a long story.
It's a long Bob. It's
And
a
what's
long
your
story.
cat's name?
Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also have another one
Yeah,
named
you
Sky.
have two cats.
Sky.
Yeah, and she's delightful.
I love that. Oh, they are. Pets make the world wonderful. I did have a Shih Tzu, Abby, when I was going through a lot of stuff. And I don't know if I would have made it through without her. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
She
Oscar
would ride on
is-
the motorcycle with me.
I was going to ask. Yep.
Oh, I love
my
not,
God.
not on the highway or anything, but we would with my first bike, because my big bike, I'd grab my coat and she'd run to the bedroom. She hated that bike because it had really loud pipes. But the little bike, she'd lay across my lap and we'd tootle around
That's
town.
adorable.
And she had her own
amazing.
leather jacket too.
Oh, yes. You had to style your dog. I mean, come on. So you could look styling together.
That's amazing. Well, Lisa, tell us where people can find you and connect with you.
So I have a website and it's crrealtor.com.
Awesome.
Very easy to find. crrealtor.com.
Perfect.
Fantastic. And they can find your podcast.
Addressing the Corridor. It's on YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and crrealtor.com.
It's also produced by Upload Media.
Yes, and Logan is my producer too. So
Love working with you. It's great.
I do too. And he
awesome.
connected us. So this
Yes,
is
I
awesome.
know.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're part of the posse.
All right. I love it.
All
right.
Lisa,
Thanks
this
for
has
having me.
been
Love it.
so much fun. Thank you so much
you.
for sharing your story and
Yes.
bringing us some really cool things to talk about. And I'm so glad to know you.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me. It was very, very fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was very inspiring. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
To our listeners, remember to find your posse. And if you don't have one, always remember that we got you.
We do. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with your posse, your friends. Check out the show notes for resources, links, and ways to connect. And be sure to leave us a rating or review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you might be listening.
It helps more badass women find us. Yes. This episode was produced by Logan Schultz and Upload Media Group. Thank you, Logan.
Thank you.
You can learn more about them at uploadmediagroup.com. And remember to always keep your sparkle. And we can't wait to be with you next time on the, Lisa, you can say it with us, the Power Posse Podcast.
I had to read for a minute. I'm like, where am I?
Yes. Awesome.
What a cool show, you guys. I love it. Very cool.